When you think of a best-selling 7-seater MPV at an affordable price, what first comes to your mind would be this Maruti Suzuki Ertiga. And Ertiga has been one of the successful products for the brand. And today what I have for you guys is the updated Ertiga 2025, which comes with 6 airbags as standard and other updates which I'll go through in this walk-around review. So if you're new to this channel, I'm Rohit, I make automotive content, and if you like this video, do consider subscribing it and tap on the bell notification to get the latest updates. Well, first things first, this Ertiga over here is the VXI variant which comes with the CNG fuel option. And if you look at the variants, this Ertiga is offered in LXI, VXI, ZXI and ZXI Plus, where LXI will be the base variant, followed by this VXI which will be the second base variant, and ZXI and ZXI Plus will be the top end variants. Alright, now let's see what are the updates that have been done to this Ertiga. Let's start off with the exteriors. You get halogen projector headlamps along with high beam units and turn indicators as well, which are bulb type units. And following that, you've got this chrome grille from this VXI variant. And down here, you've got a lot of functionality for the lower radiator grille as well. And this being the VXI variant, you don't get any fog lamps as such. However, you can get them as an aftermarket accessory. Then moving your way up, you've got two spray nozzles for the front windshield. And moving on to the sides, well, these tires happen to be 185 by 65 section 15-inch units. Also, this being the VXI variant, you only get these wheel caps. However, from the next variant ZXI, you will be offered with dual tone alloys. And coming to the braking department, you get disc brakes at the front and drum brakes at the rear. And the ground clearance happens to be 185 millimeters or 18.5 centimeters, which is decent for an MPV or a multi-purpose vehicle. Moving to the ORVMs, well, these are your body color ORVMs, which are electrically adjustable, auto foldable. Then you've got LED turn indicators in them as well. And just like the ORVMs, you get these body color door handles. However, from the next variant ZXI, you'll be offered with chrome door handles. As you can see, you've got large window areas for the second row passengers. You've got decently sized quarter glass area for the third row passengers. Then making your way to the rear section, the interesting change or the update for the exterior would be this addition of roof mounted spoiler, which adds to 4 centimeters of overall length or 40 millimeters, followed by this windshield where you don't get any defogger or a wiper. Following that, you've got these Volvo style vertical tail lamps, which are halogen units, and you've got halogen turn indicators and reverse parking lamps as well. You've got Ertiga badging on the tailgate. Then moving down to the lower bumper, you've got 4 parking sensors along with reflectors. However, you miss out on rear parking camera for this particular VXI variant. Well, that's all about the exteriors. Now time to check out the boot space. Well, this being the CNG variant, the amount of boot space that you're left with is this is what you get. However, underneath this, you've got the CNG fuel tank, which has got 60 liters of CNG fuel tank capacity. And if you're a 5-member family, you can actually fold down these third row seats, which gives you additional boot space. Well, that's all about the boot space. Now time to check out the interiors. Let's start off with the second row, because the major change would be in the second row and the third row. Before that, let's check out the doors. You've got beige color treatment to the doors along with chrome door openers, power window switches, and you've got decently sized door bins for the bottles and some storage space next to it along with speakers on the sides. Now getting inside the cabin, the main change or the update for this Ertiga would be removal of roof mounted AC vents, and you get them here in the conventional way in the center console, as you can see here. Apart from that, you've got these USB C-type charging ports, 2 of them. You've got some storage space to put your phone, grab rails on either sides, a magazine holder on the passenger side. Now speaking of comfort, as you can see, Ertiga is known to be very spacious, especially in the second row. And it remains to be the same in this updated 2025 Ertiga as well. The seat cushioning is very comfortable. You've got decent cushioning. You've got a lot of knee room and leg room and foot room as well. And if you recline the seat, you can sit very comfortably. Also, if you look at the headroom, I've got this amount of headroom. Let's say a person who's taller than me, or 6-foot person, he can find himself very comfortable over here in the second row cabin. Also, if you look at the window area, it's very huge, which adds to that airiness in the cabin and makes you feel very spacious. By the way, you've got 3 height adjustable headrests for both the 3 passengers. And as usual, it's a 10-on-10 cabin. Now time to check out the third row as well. The outgoing Ertiga missed out on third row AC vents. There used to be only roof mounted AC vents even for the third row passengers as well. Now it's a good thing that you have these third row AC vents for the third row passengers, which makes them very comfortable. Along with that, you've got these cup holders on either sides, on both the sides, as you can see here. Along with that, you've got grab rails, a reading lamp in the center for both the rows. Also, just like the second row windows, the third row quarter glass area happens to be big. You've got decent view of what's going outside, and it's not claustrophobic as such. By the way, this being the VXI variant, you miss out on USB C-type charging ports for the third row passengers. However, the top model ZXI will be offered with USB C-type charging ports. Also, you've got these high adjustable headrests which make you a lot more comfortable. Well, that's all about the third row. Now time to check out the front row as well. The front doors open wide enough, and you've got the beige color treatment to it. You get chrome door openers, power window switches, child lock, lock and unlock, ORVM controls, And moving down, you've got decently sized door bins for your bottles. You can easily fit in a liter bottle. Along with that, you've got some storage space, speakers next to it. Talking about the driver's seat, well, this particular VXI variant misses out on height adjustment. However, you get the recline adjustment. From the next variant ZXI, you'll be offered with the height adjustment as well. And I like the way how these seats have been done. You've got decent amount of cushioning, and in fact, it's great actually. It's nicely padded here on the bolstering as well. You've got high adjustable headrests. Now moving to the driver's side controls, this particular switch that you're looking at is the new addition. Well, you can actually turn off the rear AC vents using this switch for the third row, which actually saves a lot of fuel. Following that, you've got ESC off or traction control off switch, along with a button to switch between petrol and CNG fuel option. And beside that, you've got the headlamp leveling adjustment control as well. Now looking at the steering wheel, well, this is a 3-spoke flat bottom unit which can be tilt adjustable, not telescopic as such. Moving to the mounted controls, onto the left you've got the infotainment buttons, and down here you've got the phone buttons. You miss out on cruise control switches, which is only offered for the top variants. Behind the steering wheel, onto the right you've got the light stalk, and onto the left you've got the wiper stalk. Let me just turn on the ignition so that I can show you the instrumentation. Well, this is how the instrumentation looks. You've got analog dials. Onto the right you've got the speedometer dial, and onto the left you've got the tachometer dial. And right in the center, separating these dials, you've got the MID or the multi-information display, which shows you a lot of information. It has got odometer, trip meter, time, temperature, seat belt warnings and indicators. It shows you total CNG mode by showing you the ratios. Also, it shows you the total CNG time, average fuel efficiency, you've got torque and power bands, all that. So you've got all the basic information that you need. Then moving to the center dash, again this being the VXI variant, you miss out on infotainment. However, you get the stored-in audio system which supports USB connectivity, Bluetooth and aux connectivity as well. You've got touch buttons on either sides to adjust the volume and also the tracks. Then following that, you've got hazard lamp switch. And again, this being the VXI variant, you miss out on automatic climate control system, which is only for the top variants. You've got 12 volts power socket over here, then USB A type and a aux port for the connectivity. Following that, you've got some storage space to put your phone or your wallet. You've got square shaped cup holders. And this being the CNG variant, you only get a 5-speed manual transmission. If you want the automatic variants, it is only limited for the petrol variants. You got a manual handbrake, then the sliding armrest, which has got this leathery treatment to it. Then opening that, you've got tiny storage space here. Then moving to the passenger side dash, you've got hard plastics all over. However, the top models will be offered with certain wood kind of finish. Then opening the glove box, you have small storage space. Got this remote for the stored-in audio system. Then making your way up, you get manual dimming IRVM, sun visors on either sides. You get a mirror for the passenger side. However, you don't get any for the driver side. You only get this ticket holder. You got a reading lamp in the center. Well, that's all about the front cabin. Now time to check out the safety features and its on-road price. Before we get into the safety features, let's talk about the engine options. Well, this Ertiga only comes with a 4-cylinder 1.5 litre petrol engine, which puts out 100 PS in petrol mode and 87.8 PS in CNG mode. Similarly, if you look at the torque figures, you get 137 Nm of torque in petrol mode and 121.5 Nm of torque in CNG mode. And like I've already told you, this CNG fuel option will be only mated with a 5-speed manual transmission. And if you want the automatic, you have to go for the petrol only variant. Also, if you look at the fuel efficiency figures, this particular Ertiga CNG is claimed to return 26 km per kg and 20 km per litre for the petrol variants. And if you drive in petrol mode, the claimed fuel efficiency is 20 km per litre. And on the safety front, you get 6 airbags as standard right from the base variant. Along with that, you've got ABS with EBD, electronic stability program, hill hold assist, 3-pointer seat belts and rear parking camera for the top variants. Finally, coming to the price, this particular VXI CNG variant will cost you 11,15,000 rupees ex-showroom, and the on-road is around 13,58,000 rupees on-road Visakhapatnam. And I'll be displaying the rest of the prices for the other variants on the screen. Please pause it and have a look at it. And mind you, these on-road prices may vary based on your location and the state you live in. It should more or less be around the same price. For the exact on-road prices, please reach out to your nearest showrooms. So that's all for this review, guys. Hope you liked it. If so, consider giving it a like and share it with your friends and family. Thank you so much. Drive safe and have a nice day.